Yoo-hoo! Hey guys, good morning. Breakfast is gonna be a little later, so it's gonna be break fruit. I just got a coffee. So we're continuing with Khemri, World Domination, turn 203, part 21. We also have the vampire counts in progress, 56 turns in. This is a pretty exciting campaign. About 3 to 4 hours of Khemri, and then we switch to the vampire counts. Hey Carson, hey Alexis. That 4 part of the name A. Hey guys. Yeah, another chaos wave, and I think some of them will actually attack us this time. Interesting to fight Chosen without Cetra. You can see we have most of them up. We are destroying, finishing the vampires here. Nagrand here, and also the Blessed Red. We are at war with most of them. We only have treaties with Karakadrin. So I'm trying to make a vassal.
I am Iron Fist. Some call me a king. You are welcome here.
This point in the size of the empire, this should be highly likely. We also have the Eagles of Nehek vassal, but that's a different thing. That's a lore friendly thing. The Kadep was exiled by the Cetra, and we found him here and made him a vassal. Vassal is basically like your subject ally. They have to go to all your wars, pay you tribute.
Holy shit! What the hell?
Hello, buds. Good morning. Thank you. Yeah. He's already living pretty much inside our empire. But doesn't want to become vassal. If he doesn't bend the knee, we'll have to destroy him. We have to destroy him if he doesn't bend the knee. Yoo-hoo! Yeah, what do we have here? Each priest, narrows incantation of protection. Vampires are now at Zufbar. And the Southern Grey Mountains in Grimhold and Karak Norn. We are everywhere. There is nowhere to hide. We are coming to get you.
Land of the dead.
Dead.
The king moves. Tomb prince of the Hekara. Fill it with sand.
This guy, this Lomchi guy, he would just fill every hole with sand. This is his preferred method to kill people. Fill it with sand. Like one of them necrotex. You just awake the necrosphinx. This guy just fill everything with sand.
Cetra does not serve. For the Hekara. Cetra comes.
Taken Aldorf last time. The vampire has lost most of their territory. This is the Scourge of Aquitaine. However you say it, I'm not even sure that's the right way to say it. This must be some French word. Aquitaine. I don't know. Those guys are pretty much cavalry frenzy. Lots of cavalry. Anything special in Aldorf for Cetra? No. Nothing special, no. Karaburka. Roman in the water. I was fighting a Black Ark. Another black arc there. Dead expansion, so they could survive. Not really worth attacking.
My dynasty reigns supreme.
Send him all set around.
Set sail.
Aquitaine. It's a region in France, if I'm not mistaken, like in the south. Let's see. Yep, French region in the southwest. Going back home. Army got wrecked.
Upon the bone ships. Address me as your highness.
Highness. Shrine of King.
To battle.
The pen is just, you know, pretty much in autopilot mode. There's just a bunch of moving armies, building buildings, building heroes, auto-resolve with occasional battle.
What is this?
Occasional battle.
Will be done.
We're wiping off vampire counts right now. And shit wizard for Behafen.
Find my harem. Never tire.
Oh, they're trying to recruit armies. Will not allow that.
Address me as
Raise
your
dead or
highness.
bust. Love that shit.
Tomb King.
No, pretty much exterminating them.
King of greatest dynasty. Fill it with sand. Meet to your king.
Yeah, Dread expansion. They have at least 6 black arcs. Unleashed my puppet here to take some regions. You guys will definitely do some damage. It's not, this area is not really fortified.
The goddess forbids it.
Armies are in the east.
My dynasty reigns supreme. Legions, march! Your advice.
Still best to move like this. They have some armies. They're trying to rebuild, but we are destroying everything in our path.
Prepare.
They're taking their regions way too fast. They can't rebuild anything.
Submit to your king. Docking. Mortal fool. Petra calls.
Somebody still needs to settle gear.
Oh my god. Have you seen that shit? Holy shit.
Let's go, son. Thank you for the months. What's left to paint them up? A couple of factions, pretty much. Couple of factions. Grimgor was never a vassal build, we just destroyed him. He was never a vassal.
Have to do.
I have not installed the new driver yet, no. I always wait.
Legions rise.
The next place we can attack is the Grond. The Dark Elves definitely have some armies, but our allies, our vassal is also sending armies. Yeah, this is Nagrand, number 2, with 11 settlements. This is the balance of power. They have more military than its 3rd and 4th combined.
I am ready.
So we attack the Grond next.
The Jar calls.
Takes one city at a time. We're taking multiple cities a turn. Army on the left, army on the right, 50-50.
Nehekara will be mine.
So pretty much the main threat in this campaign is just chaos right now, as they keep coming. They're the only one that can do some damage. Because the AI cannot reliably destroy chaos, and since they are getting attacked by us, makes the chaos dangerous. To them, to them.
Tomb Prince! Undying Prince! Tomb King!
Well, they're the only ones that can that spawn armies. That's the reason why. Let's look at this. We are taking all the settlements of the AI. They can't do anything about it because we are so large. But Chaos does not have settlements, right? They just come with 27 armies. So who's more dangerous? Somebody who doesn't care about the settlements, just moves in to destroy everything. On a faction, have the shittiest garrisons in the game, or somebody who just gets killed and lost the settlements every turn. Because our settlements have trash garrisons. Unless we have the army there, the chaos destroys everything. Kind of pushing it down there without keeping an army to fight chaos, because if they get through, they're gonna destroy at least 5-6 elements, which means longer turns here, more time. One turn is pretty much an hour now. Have research ever take yet? Ages ago. As you expand your research, it goes very fast. Which is not very well balanced, because you know they probably haven't played the proper campaign with Tomb Kings. It's supposed to go slower over time, but actually it's faster over time as you get more armies. That just add, you know, to the Tomb King snowball. Speed this up. It's a dead hag there. Giant could have the accuracy to shoot it. Well, if they sally out to meet your artillery, they get killed even faster. There's a bottleneck here. So they can't come out, and they can't stay on the wall, so they get killed anyways. Best thing would be that they actually stay in the way of obstacles, just deploy far away from the walls. Then you take over the walls, send artillery closer and start shooting. They're basically fish in a barrel. That's what artillery is. You have artillery, your defender just staying there. That's what all this is. You're either gonna destroy their city or you're gonna destroy them. Can't win. It's like it's in the real world as well. This is even worse. This is even worse. This is a magic world. You're fucked. You're behind the walls, you're fucked. It's on the Royal Battle Chamber, the state building. The building you have to build in every city, pretty much, tier 4. Can't miss it. It's the most important building in the city. The capital.
Forward! They vex me. Move! Kill!
Send our ghost to the wall. These guys are pretty good fighting anything now.
Tomb King!
Let's get him a speed
Bring my
here.
chariot!
We do have regeneration from the Undying Legion standard. Doesn't have to give him
Obey me!
field. Pretty deadly, it seems.
Tomb King! Attack the living!
You have to understand that if you are at the point of the campaign where doing the sieges all the time, the enemy is already lost. And just grinding to finish them off. They're already lost. That's how it works. So to fix this in total wars, especially historical wars, you would need to demand surrender. Because slaughter small garrisons with large armies, this shit makes no sense. Especially in historical war. So you need to demand surrender so the enemy disbands, join the city's populace. And if they accept surrender, you know, there should be like options tied to it, you know, like you don't sack the city, don't loot the city. If you do, huge diplomatic penalty, stuff like that. So this is pretty much the situation here. They can't win, but this is different, you know. This is different race on race. This is like Tomb Kings, undead coming to, you know, destroy you. So you can't really expect them to surrender. So you have to exterminate all of them. You think the player would have a chance with this garrison to defeat this Tomb King's army? No. Especially not with the rank 4 general, all these battle skills. You will do high damage, but win? Never. So the best thing they can do is do some damage, but what's the point? I have kept replenishment anyways. So if it's not auto-resolvable, it just creates tedium. So I should have already been in the next turn. This should be now the auto-resolved victory. They can't do shit. They just waste time here. Battle we already done 5 times this campaign. And it looks bad then, since you have to do it all the time. If you didn't have to do it all the time, it wouldn't look as bad. If the enemy ever has a chance, you will feel it in a siege. It's not matter the AI. It's matter if you can do it, not if they can do it. If you have the army to take a city, you'll take a city. Doesn't matter what they have in the city, they never have a chance. Doesn't matter who's in the city.
Traversing! Onwards, legions!
You think a player would have this chance to defend the city against me? But I would do some damage. Best case scenario, go to kill 3 units. They could be toxic about this defense, try to cause damage by deploying further DP, then I would be toxic about it, sending artillery even closer. There's like no good way to finish this. They can't win. Only effective outcomes end up in very high radioactive tactics from both sides.
My new city.
Oh, they actually have ground as well. There are sieges when it's close, but those are usually early. And with the factions that don't have really good units for sieges. Other than that early stage of the game.
I serve king and patron.
Yeah.
Make way! Dynasty reigns supreme.
We have here. We might need to skip cookies to defend the base. Cookies and calling.
Mortal fool!
I will send this one to Kislev.
Unliving march! My father's son!
Arm will try to destroy everything. What do they have here?
Your kingdom
The garrisons are weak, so they can't really fight this, but this one might be doable. Tomb King says they have some of the weakest garrisons in the game.
Your will.
On a manual battlefield. On Auto Resolve, they actually it's rigged to, you know, slightly in their favor. Otherwise, you know, they would just lose all their cities by default.
These wretches.
Bringing Auto Resolve is not a bad thing. Makes the AI work better. But it creates the tedium for the player.
Prince of the Hekara.
It's the same thing with the Vampire Coast. The shit garrisons outside the walls have better chance to win than full armies, full arms usually, on the balance of power. So, Nagrun has 10 settlements, Blizzard has 9. Vampire Counts have 13, but they have like 0 military. There must be no real good battlefields in the north. Where's dead? Or their AI broke. Because they had to whack them all with Archaean and Norska in the Norska shit territories. Somebody goes insane usually there, even the AI. Dallas, I had the enemy retreat on full red bar back in Warhammer 1. Those battles are now 50-50 pretty much. Sending all their armies here. I mean, they're trying to invade or something. We don't care about these territories, and they're just abandoning their critical infrastructure. What? One army? Instead of all of them piling up, fight. You know what they're fleeing? It's because of Khatep. More armies are coming. Instead of all them staking 4 armies here, trying to fight back, they're just doing the usual AI thing. Trying to attack player settlements without defenses. But we don't give a shit about these settlements. It's a tier 5 cities here, very important infrastructure. Arganet, Grond, Naggarot, Hagrave. You can destroy all this, I don't give a shit. I'll destroy your good shit. Just creates a whack-a-mole, and they just lose in the end. Instead of them making a last stand. So they try to make the AI smart by targeting the weak parts of the player, but it's usually make it toxic. 9 out of 10 times. 1 out of 10 times is gonna be a good play, but 9 out of 10 times just toxic gameplay. And this is just perfect, example. It's because the AI underestimates the threat. It's the same way, same way like this. I actually have a meme. Hold on. Where's my image here? Now this meme will pretty much tell you, This is the usual stuff. Look at this. Peasants of Chaos invade full force. Then they leave with 1 army besieging the capital. What can 1 army do against a full garrison? Underestimate the threat. Instead of them should be stacking armies non-stop and deleting everything. No, they just underestimate the threat. It's same like they have 3 armies in the area, and they say 2 because it's enough, they think that's enough and balance the power out to resolve. But in main battle they lose, and then the 3rd army gets destroyed next turn. And if they send all 3 at the same time, the play would have lost. This has not been updated since time immemorial. So if they don't underestimate the threat, they will be way more threatening. Just take those armies, delete everything. If Chaos would just go slow, take all their armies, they'll be insanely powerful. But since they spread out, they're dead. Talking about the warriors of Chaos, not those guys in the water.
Summon them. This will fail. No.
Try the imperishable. Find my heart. Send the chariots. To war for Netikara. Fight in my name.
That was a special case, Khemri. That was a special case, as they were all moving that way. So that case, well, that's Tracking, where they had 4 armies. That was a case where they only reinforced with all armies just because they were in the range of reinforce. As this is a bottleneck here. They would have already moved through if there was no bottleneck. How many armies do I have? 13.
Never. Attend your king, slaves.
Greetings. You no doubt have a request. I'll hear it now.
I am destined.
The Tomb Kings cannot force subjugate like the Vampire Counts. It's probably an oversight by developers. Otherwise we could subjugate him by force. They forgot to put that option on the last settlement options when you defeat him.
I cannot. Will be done. My father deal vengeance of the Jar. Will dare shatter their bones.
Look at this, they lost nearly a third of their garrison, and it's still 50-50. We had pretty much the exact same battle, just 50-50 as well, the same balance of power.
Arise, my legions, rise!
Johnny, at least this one doesn't crashes, you know, when you're entering battles. And the battles are way more fun.
Will be done.
Have you seen my last day campaign? I'm entering a battle, big battle. I'm saying this is gonna be good. Crash. Uninstall. It did not follow day, it's followed ROM 2. Just never been properly patched in this manner. They promised and lied about fixing the game since they released Desert Kingdoms, but it looks like they are forgetting it again. The game still has issues and the glitches ever since they released that Desert Kingdoms update. Not party, ROM. I played the legendary ROM. We're not talking about vanilla here, we're talking about Divided Empire. I had a battle with like 10,000 soldiers and was crashing. I was playing ROM on Legendary with Divided Empire, and I was enjoying it until the crash. ROM always finds a way to bring you down because, you know, never properly patched. game will always find a way to crash eventually. So many glitches left there. They never fixed the core issues since the final update. So they keep adding content now without doing any bug fixing on the old content. And the old content is bringing down the new content. I mean, they released Desert Kingdoms over a year and they've fixed nothing. Nothing. Just introduced new issues. And they said they would put an update to fix it. They said it, I read it in a blog. And nothing happened. A year later, they released that Rise of the Republic. Nothing fixed for the main campaign. Who gives a shit about mini campaigns when they break a shit in the grand campaign? They're just full of shit with there. They said it, and nothing happened. No fixes arrived. Totally ignored. The new team for the ROM 2 just making new content. They're not trying to fix anything. Milking people through mini campaigns. Disgusting. Who gives a shit about mini campaigns? I think that was clear. Very few people give a shit. Fix the goddamn grand campaign, make it 4 turns a year. Fix those glitches. Even the mods would work better if they fix those glitches. This is like hard-coded problems.
Yes.
I got sick of it and I don't give a shit about ROM 2 anymore. That was like the last time I installed it. It was like the last time. Unless they send a serious patch, the game's dead to me. Did I like Attila? It was okay. I just didn't like the field battles in it. The siege battles are pretty good. It's definitely different lore experience compared to the other games. It's the ROM 2 Grand Campaign. I said like, you know, instead of them milking people with mini campaigns, they should fix the Grand Campaign. But you know, fixing Grand Campaign doesn't make you money, so who cares? I still hope they might release some kind of ROM Eternal Edition, where you get all DLCs and a proper update to the Grand Campaign. There's still hope. They might be working on it. Man can dream. What's the best dino art in my opinion is the regular Stegadon, not competition. Of course, the blessed one is better, but you can't get that many. Yeah, they never balance the units, Johnny. They just keep releasing new shit, never balance the units. It's like the new units are way overpowered compared to the old units, and the best thing is they're not even affected by the army traditions. As their new units, they forgot to make that connection. So mercenary Sabian units They do get buffed by the military traditions, but the actual Sapian units do not get buffed by military traditions. What's the point of even playing that campaign then? A unit balancing, like the infantry, should have been buffed, their health should have been buffed years ago. Like the units in the game do not have enough health. That's been clear for years. Every single mod has increased unit health, except the actual developers of the game. The units die way too fast because they're the low health. Even by increase of 10% on the health would do wonders, but they keep using shit health values there. Pretty much use the same system for the Warhammer 2, Warhammer 1, but it was just better system. And it was never really balanced in Rome 2. That's why the battles look here, they're longer and they look better than the Rome 2. It's not just, you know, the lack of collision in Rome 2. The units just die too fast. Snakes are basically just overcrowding here. Unless you flank them, it's like not worth putting them here. Units can do their animation with the snakes on top of them.
Tarian Lord! It is well. Luxury gods!
And we have seen from Three Kingdoms, it's the same shit. It's the same shit as Rome 2. The units dying too fast again. They just have a shitty historical team, that's it. You can't make rough battles. It's like they never really seen what people like in the mods from the historical games. Who cares about 6-8 minutes battles? Nobody cares. Keep the shit for the multiplayer, don't keep the shit for the single player. You can't kill 10 guys a second. That is not historical. You don't have to make it every battle lasts 20 minutes. Make it last 12 minutes, not 20. Just the way they do it is just everything dies so fast. And you know how I say that the range has been overpowered in Total War games lately? That's pretty much started with Rome 2. Pretty much started with Rome 2. It's due to these fast-paced battles where the units don't have health, makes the range so overpowered. The game is pushing you not to do melee just because you suffer so much high casualties, and then you just pretty much focus range.
My will be done.
You've seen those arrows in Three Kingdoms. I mean, cavalry has been the worst as ever been in Total War. Three Kingdoms. 30 riders or 40 riders in Ultra. Those archers, I've seen Wallace kill a couple of horses every time. And the arrows are flying everywhere. Everywhere. Every that thing just dropping dead. Arrow Total War. 3 arrows kingdoms. Arrow kingdoms. Everywhere. Units don't have health and there are arrows everywhere. Cavalry with shields. I don't think Chinese use shields on their cavalry. Why would they? They had armor to block arrows. Oh shit! Arrows don't care about armor in Total War. They just killed it. Kill them. I actually, guys, watched. I have watched the some of the Three Kingdoms TV series on YouTube. It's their own production, you know, just to get some names done. I can't really pronounce how the way they say the Dong name in Chinese, the Dong Shuo, whatever how they say it. They say it so fast I can't register it. Took me a while to register. So it's like so. Like they just are it so fast in the sentence, like no human can register that. Shields? What shields? I know shields. It's like, what shields? Good luck, good luck. It looks like a great series. Definitely would recommend. But the way I can't keep up with the subtitles, how fast they speak. What was that? What was that? You see the chunk of the health gone? I mean, the new Total Wars, you know, it's always nice. Think, you know, Warfare in China will be nice. Hope they fix those unit cards, they look terrible. I will not enjoy playing battles with those shitty unit cards. Especially when the arrows are killing everything. But you know, you never know. You never know. People complain about the unit cards, they might fix it. So you can put that Cao in the sentence so fast, most people will not even hear it.
Victory in undeath.
He's not a Donger. That's the other guy. The Dong character is actually pretty good in the series. I like him.
Take it for me.
It looks like even so far the most interesting character, other than him and the Cao. I don't know how to say the second word. Dong Zhao. The second word is still eludes me.
Attend your kings. My will be done.
I must fulfill my Slayer oath.
If you get into the series, the Three Kingdoms series, you're definitely gonna get invested into the Three Kingdoms. But it's not for everybody. It's not for everybody for sure. To be honest, I'm probably gonna enjoy the TV series more than I'm gonna enjoy Three Kingdoms, but you never know.
Meet to your king. Fire on them.
Forces to slaughter.
Nehekara will be mine.
They have scary infantry in the Hydras. The Hydras are actually a problem for our composition. Especially if they go through the infantry. I'll try to check most of the series before the Three Kingdoms release.
Pulchral majesty.
Maybe I get invested.
Tomb King.
So far, the intro and the outro of the TV show is the best part when they're singing. Man, they do sing well, really well. Both the male and the female at the end.
Tomb Prince.
I don't even think we should put these guys at the flanks. I click Control A, so I put them and then I saw them. Control L selects all, and you can drag them. If you have a unit selected, let's say you have a unit selected like this unit, you don't have to click on the unit. You can hold Alt and click anywhere, it will drag it. What are you talking about, Justify? You talking about the show the show? I'm talking about the TV series, not the actual Total War. I can give you the link what I was talking about. Hold on. It's actually good stuff. Overacted at the times, but it's good stuff if you want to get into it. This is the first episode. It's 1080p with fully translated. I seen the first episode. I liked it. Probably after a couple of episodes, if you got in that far, you're all gonna get invested by the characters, and then you're gonna have to see what happens. I'm probably gonna watch all of it over time before the Three Kingdoms release.
Tomb King. For Nehekara.
3 Hydras, huh? I mean, my bad. Hydra clone is one of them. This is a potentially very high damage if we don't counter everything. Very high damage. I would definitely take casualties here. I do have a cavalry master who can take down the Hydra. We should be able to see them here.
Tomb King. Shaku Pradesh. As it should. I move. Onward, leader.
Yeah, that was my link for the stream end. Sorry guys, I don't have a link YouTube bookmark. This is definitely gonna be a nasty melee encounter here. They have better melee units. Maybe we can shoot a Hydra. Not even worth doing this. Let's spirit clip the sisters. They're scary. We'll block those knights instead. This is a very good charge here. Just have to get closer. Good here. Those guys is holding well. They're rank 8 after all. They're really solid, solid against evil. Really solid. It's like much better stone vermin. Exactly what they are. Just much better stone vermin. There's a Hydra loose here. The Archer's doing well against the Hydra. This is going clean. No surprises. They could have done a big mess here if you don't counter them well. If you don't recognize what to counter here, there's a big mess here. I mean, look at this. I have my nearly indestructible infantry tanking 2 blackguards. It's super convenient for me. You could have easily pinned something else. Pretty much, Jezros, pretty much. Okay. Otherwise, definitely a priest in this army. It was supposed to get a priest, but didn't get it. Supposed to get it. Can't fight for that much longer. I get on the other side. Starting to lose leadership here. Sisters are not dying in melee. They're made for melee. Best to shoot them or use magic.
Boom, Prince.
Yeah, they're terrified. I do lose campaigns. I do. Rarely though. Last one I lost was Bloody Hands. The green skins overran me. You can watch it on YouTube if you want to see me lose. It was not really a defeat screen. They just sent the 10 plus armies and I conceded, restarted, started a new run, and which went smooth after that.
The day of awakening comes.
Well, I wouldn't mind to see a defeat soon, so I dare the chat. I dare the chat to sabotage the vampire campaign. And they're trying to sabotage my vampire campaign.
Take it from me.
If you wanna see a much more difficult campaign, watch the new Vampire Counts campaign. There are 2 parts out. Definitely watch that. There hasn't been an exciting campaign like that in a long time. How can I lose with the vampires? They're so strong. Well, we are playing campaign with Vampire Counts, where there is a rule: we cannot recruit units, we cannot recruit regiments or renown, so no regular recruitment. So we can only recruit a lord, we can only recruit heroes, and we can only raise dead. Okay, that's basically the setup. After that, every 10th turn, I have to break 1 treaty. Chat has special donation options where they can do this all the time, every turn. They can make me disband units every turn. They can make me sabotage, destroy my buildings every turn. And I also play with a handicap 4 currently. 16 units each army right now, which can go up to 10 units an army. So if you miss that campaign, check out the 2 parts out. It's very exciting so far. Vampires are super powerful. Their campaigns are easy, very easy. But we do not play regular campaigns here anymore with the factions we played before. We play with challenges, restrictions, and then the chat can also undermine the campaign as well. And of course, always on legendary slash very hard, highest difficulty.
Nekara rises from the sands.
Wait till you see what I have planned for the M30. It's gonna blow your mind. I was planning to put M30 now, but I need breakfast first to write it down, the wall of text. M30. M30 is like, I just wanna laugh and cry at the same time when you hear this, when you see this campaign. I'm gonna put it there today. I'm gonna put it there today.
Address me as your highness.
What is this foolishness?
No, there is no Crooked Moon on the any of the milestone campaigns. Crooked Moon can only be requested. Well, Legend is not easy, but when you spend playing Total War half your life and spend over 5,000 hours playing Total War Warhammer, you do get you know, a lot of experience and knowledge. So making things harder for yourself, and also make the chat can do unpredictable things, brings back the challenge. It's like you're playing it for the first time. Very exciting, guys. Very exciting with this setup we have now.
My visions predict failure.
We should just ignore her.
Never tire.
All milestone campaigns are Warhammer 2.
King of Nekara.
There is no Norska on milestone campaigns. No Norska. There might be Wintertooth, I have not decided yet, but no Norska. We have to go through the attrition here. We have want to destroy these arcs before they flee. This one is a good one.
Priest King.
Let's get to the port. They eventually get caught in the sea.
March. Docking.
Is there a command to see all the mouse campaigns? Not all, but the first 11, M1 to M11. We have commands like that.
My dynasty reigns supreme.
You can also check all the commands on Nightbot if you don't want to click every command in the chat. We have finished M1 and M3. M2 and M4 are currently unlocked. The mouse campaigns get unlocked with the nation goal for 2019, every 400, up to 12,000 and 30 campaigns total, which guarantees a lot of more Total War than usual.
Undying Prince. Fill it with sand.
Keep in mind all these milestone campaigns, nearly all of them, also have the undermining options as well. So this is just part of the difficulty there.
What is this foolishness?
A well-timed treachery can make it way harder. Some campaigns more, some less. While handicap with some factions will definitely make it harder.
I have arrived. Mortal fool. This king of greatest dynasty. Arise, my legions. Rise!
Yoo-hoo! Hey, Claudius.
Hekara rises from the sands. The king moves. Open the casket of vengeance of Petra!
Holy shit, that one with the ball. I didn't even see that one. We have here we're just playing a couple of turns of this campaign a day until the world is in my satisfaction. We have 2 campaigns going on right now. This is the first one, and the second one is the vampire counts. I have 13 armies, 13. 13.
Prince of the Hekara! I command movement! Set sail!
Let's see how fast the power core has increased here. It shows 80, but it's actually 39, and it's supposed to be 40. They put this in the game recently, but they haven't really tested it yet. They let the people test it, then report it, then it's get fixed next year. Not the usual. I think everybody is on the... Get a Leech Priest. Chaos Wave here fully expecting to attack this coast. Chaos here is gonna cause a mess.
Can't be done.
Never.
We have King level 50 here. I want to get rid of these guys on Ulton first. No. The only special thing on Ultron is the spoiled White Tower of Hoet. Wins magic reserve +6 to all armies, research rate +12%, and construction cost -10% for all buildings faction-wide. There's also the one in Grond, which is similar to this, except it's... Not sure if there is anything in Lothern.
You waste my time.
It's definitely gonna be ugly. At this point, you know, when you have 215 settlements, losing a settlement is like, you know, losing a unit. It's probably more common to lose a unit than lose a settlement. More common to lose a settlement than lose a unit. My bad. My bad. We got a regiment renown. They do have a dead hag with 1184 health. They have a bit of shades, which could be used randomly. The spirit lich might be spammed. A hydra. How do you kill the hydra? With archers? But we need to shoot the witch elves first. No. It does look might be winnable, but this is also all these shenanigans here as well. Well, auto resolve looks like a pretty quick victory. I think we signed the auto resolve. This looks like a pretty good chance to lose in a battle. Have to go real try hard. We might win. I don't really use auto resolve to my advantage when it comes to real battles, but this is not a real battle, and I don't also go into battles which you know, garrison, low time, defeat, low time, go back to campaign. This one we fight. Hopefully he doesn't have a dragon, otherwise we have no chance. But Loker is usually a peasant walking on foot on the campaign map, so I don't think he has a dragon. Max Shield from him was a bug? No, just a huge oversight in game design. Not a bug.
Son of Khemri.
They still have two Hydras. Hydras high rank. Hydras are really hard to kill unless you have a counter. If you don't have counter these, they don't die. They don't die. Hydra is a real resilient thing to kill. If you counter it, no problem. Easy game is life. But if you don't have counter, like, you're dead. Counter as in reliable archers, for example. Me too, Archmagnus. Shit makes no sense. Probably gonna get patched. Look at this, he doesn't have a dragon, but he's still really hard to kill. Really hard. He's probably gonna be the reason why we lose this battle. I have a halberd hero here. Probably best to fight a Hydra, but we might get lucky on Loker. He has healing though. I'll put it here for now. So we get two blackguards. The Ikara warriors not getting a charge on infantry unit will not do much damage, but it's our best infantry here. I'll pretty much take this whole wall here with a single unit. Tower on the right doesn't really matter that much. I want to get this tower on the left. So we have a single unit all over the wall. If you're wondering how to do this, you hold the right mouse button and then move it around. See, like this. If you want the unit to cover more. Can't do it on the other side of the wall though. You kinda wanna shoot that, but the blackguards are weak to arrows. They do have armor, but they will lose health because they have no shields. Armor can only do so much. Just slows down the rate of casualties. looks warlocks there and bleak swords. We should probably put an archer there just in case. An archer there could do a really nice. Those guys don't have good toughness. Yeah, one just will stay here. We can deal with those hydras, so we might be able to route Loki at the end. But the hydras do not die to this shit, so it's gonna be tough. Also, after this battle, I'll have breakfast. Not really. The Hydra has regeneration, and not only that, it has the another takes its place. If you don't have a counter for it, it says extreme toughness. Actually, a really good unit. Ability comes from the wall. This Hydra is going down, which is great. He's standing there like an idiot. It's good, it's good. We're getting this Hydra. Okay, that's good, that's good. It's an assassin. Shot back so we can charge.
Next in line.
The Hydra is waiting for the other Hydra to break the door. Lock is seen. We have to knock him down a little bit. Those are not witch elves. Those are black arquebusiers. Guy doesn't really use witch elves. Let's shoot those guys. We cannot win with these guys without the arrows. I'm going to need an archer to actually finish them off. Otherwise, you can't really finish them off here. Best way to do with blackguards is the barrage. Those guys have too much armor for the warriors to shoot. Our guy's actually getting wrecked by the Hydra. I mean, it's a legendary Hydra, but still. Holy shit, man, that guy's supposed to be killing Hydra. Is one Hydra dead? Ooh, one is dead. Nice. They're looking good, they're looking good. I just need archers. I just need archers to take care of this shit. Ooh, I almost forgot. Almost forgot. We don't want to go into melee with Locker. It's a bad thing to do. We want Locker to get knockback around. He regenerates in melee, so it's hard to kill in melee. While the cavalry unit can knock him around because he does not have a mount. We're just trying to delay him while we kill the rest of his army. He's very strong in melee and he would kill a lot of stuff. He also regenerates in melee. Very good, this is totally wrecked. Nice, nice. Guy's no armor. Sharps can finish this off. I just need archers to finish this one here. Might trigger army losses here. We cannot really kill him that easily. Don't want him to regenerate, and we don't want him to kill shit. This guy's not looking so good. Let's send him sharp instead. Sharp should be able to deal with this. He's no armor. I need to just do some damage here. We'll lose vigor and then we'll start taking damage. This is way too early yet. Still 32 guys here, it's way too many. Those archers idiots went into melee. Army losses very tired, okay. Need to kill this one here. Let's start taking damage from the sharp to here. Those guys are routed. We need to make sure he's exhausted. Send the carrion. Carrion is shit anyways. Just take his vigor away. Fighting carrion, he will lose the rest of the vigor. Then when he's exhausted, he'll take extra damage. Yeah, good. If we faced Loki head on, we would have lost this battle, guaranteed. And the enemy has a such high threat unit like Vlad or Loki in this case. Best to ignore, target the rest of the army, and then with what you have, try to finish them off. still can get another shop there. 16 more casualties. This gives us a heal, pretty good one. And we still get 8 casualties, we still get shop to spawn. There's way too many threats around him, so he doesn't know what to do here, really. Especially his health and leadership are affected here. Out of arrows. Let's trigger a heal. They're almost souls, the third one. It only works on the Realm of Souls units, and we do get another Shopti, which was gonna be too much for him. Because we have a spare Shopti as well. Don't want to mix Shopti with this infantry. Shopti shouldn't get blocked. He's taking damage, but he's healing, man. Goddamn his armor as well. He's not losing health. Look at those stats, man. It's insane. Goddamn Vlad here. Not even Vlad has this much damage, man. This guy is also specialized against infantry, so he kills interfested with Vlad. He's a peasant, yeah. This means that he's on foot. He doesn't have a mount. I do not underestimate his melee strength. He's super powerful against this shit. You had a dragon with a rolled lost battle. When I mean peasant, I mean he's on foot in this case. Yeah, did not get dragon. No way we win this. No way. It's like this is our best moment to try to break his leadership. He's not losing it. We have to exhaust all our units to have a better chance here. Because if I send in a unit, we're gonna lose more leadership. I will lose more vigor. He's gonna kill everybody. He's healing faster than he's taking damage. We just don't have any damage. Also, Shopti, I expected more damage, way more damage. Maybe if I saved the Hekara warriors, we might have had a chance. He has such a low leadership, but we are losing too fast. Recovering leadership all the time. Armor losses will kick in before he dies. This person going back, maybe he loses leadership. Oh, we're losing leadership, but it's dead. We could cycle charging for 15 minutes, but I don't care that much about this element. We'll still probably win. We can kill 3 horses every swing. He's not losing health. He's very powerful against this shit. It's because of regeneration and our garrison is shit, Amir. The Tomb Kings have some of the weakest garrisons in the game. Definitely top weakest. Just no damage in the garrison. Archers run out of arrows, that's it. The shop to have 23 melee attack. Yeah, his stats are insane. He has better stats than Vlad for fighting infantry. And you guys know what Vlad can do. We tried. I'm gonna go eat breakfast. It's gonna be like 15 to 20 minutes. Don't worry guys, stream started for the day. We are playing again, long stream. I'll see ya when I get back. I'm back, boys. Food done. Let's continue. Or just breakfast. Hey Frosty. Hey Ruby, good morning.
I am Cetra. You should.
When was it? Five.
I am destined.
Trying to recruit here. Looks like Ray's dead. 15 units.
My visions predict failure.
Garrison will not hold. It will not hold.
My dynasty reigns supreme. Submit to your king. Nehekara rises from the sands. Make way. Nehekara rises from the sands. My father, demon, break it open! The Dra calls.
It was a rough battle here last turn.
We are superior to elves.
We are superior to elves. Oh boy. Don't start the chair fight club here, please. Not talk about a fight club here. So, Nagarond within our reach, and it's been harassed twice.
Attend your
It's a siege, but this seems to be taking some damage, which should merge.
Submit to your king. Tomb King of Nehekara.
Merge and
Such drooky insignificance.
such true insignificance. It kept regard.
I deem it. Destroy all.
Decent damage.
End them.
This is the capital of the Dark Elves, of the Nagarond. There are various factions in
Arise, my legions.
Nagarond, the continent, but this is the main one. Hey cookies! Yoo-hoo!
Curse them all.
Stars of fireballs, right? So there are only 3 towers here. I love how clean this battlefield looks like. I wonder what they're doing all day in this cold rookie. I mean, of course, there are activities against the cold. Gonna be quite a few fireballs here. Is it downhill? Nice battlefield.
Petra worships me.
There's a door here, and door there. This side is also fine to attack, but 1, 2, 3 and a half. 1, 2, 3. It's almost a half. you need to deal with less towers, which means less active damage during the fight. I actually had a dream that I occupied a settlement and it was a tier 5. I actually had this in a dream last night. I occupied a settlement and it was a tier 5. I was so happy, but it wasn't long before I realized it was a dream. Oh, they don't have the fireball towers. Tier 5 Nagara, no fireball towers. Ain't right.
Scion of Nehekara.
What the hell? Well, it's a special thing with the greenskins. Well, special thing with the greenskins. This is special for the greenskins.
Obey!
As they pretty much have to act like that. Most of that economy can come through sacking. Until you expand big enough that it's gonna be maybe half. It's a very good thing with the greenskins. They have very good sex. Oh my god. I said it. I said it. General forest. When you initiate a battle or when you get attacked, it will tell you if it's a forest or not. In the same window when there is the balance of power. It's interesting that they plot a unit of Blackguards there and nobody's there. And look at the stats, very impressive. I really think Nagash should be an event in the game, with the kind of sorcery being a sort of cane type item, which can help fight Nagash. That would be very good, very lore friendly as well. And then again, Azag is wearing crown of sorcery. So they're gonna have to do something about it. It's basically his ring of power. Not like Sauron has the one ring. The crown on Azak's head is that's the thing for Nagash, in a way. Which giant unit is the most intimidating? Star Dragon. Star Dragon, for sure. Because its breath can devastate. Only with the line. When they ask about unit, I don't consider lords in that equation. Black are having a difficult time against the War Sphinx. It's not just a regular War Sphinx. Poison attacks, high damage, generation, Guardian nearby, the good gear. But this is very hard to deal with. Even the Black Guards have trouble. Would win level 1, no items between Colic and Star Dragon. Probably Colic because has a huge anti-large bonus. Colic destroys large. I mean, have you seen the battle between Setter and Colic? Setter was actually taking damage. And he's next to indestructible against most things. Here Titan. Have you not seen the Here Titan in the cinematic? Holy shit, that is terrifying. Please tell me you've seen it. Because there's no doubt about this. Now I have to see it again. Oh my god. As far as I can remember, Setter is the one killing Colic in end times. Yes, but Colic still does damage to Setter in the game. Setter still wins. If you get a fully buffed Setter against the AI Colic. While the AI Colic would delete Setter. I mean the player Colic, my bad. Oh, stream man again. If you missed the cookies, we had a battle where Setter was fighting Colic. El Setter with all his stuff would actually take damage from Colic. Just simply due to anti-large magic attacks. But Setter still defeated Colic in the battle. He had just taken damage. And he was not taking damage from anything else. But who cares about the end times? This is you're creating new lore here. You could basically creating the end times, so the lore end times don't really matter. It's not really relevant to this game. Where was that trailer? Oh yeah, here it is, here it is. Just gonna put it at the part of the Hero Titan. If you've seen that shit, it's definitely super scary. So this is where they wake them up. Okay. The rookie doing some tomb raiding.
True king will show them. We do not serve. We rule.
Here comes the best part. That's the scariest giant. For for sure. I mean, I don't know who didn't buy that shit of this in the trailer, man. It's like, throw your money towards the screen. There's the scariest giant. Your title makes the regular giants look like pretty overwhelming. This thing also has serious armor and magical attacks too.
Next in line.
And also Tail was pretty good as well.
Prince.
Jen has all the items.
Obey and move.
Die, weakling!
Agreed.
Program ASMR and Dark Trail Action Wizard. But this is why you like the Orgrim so much. I link him some hot Russian girls on YouTube, you know, some, you know, sexy ASMR. He says no. What is this? No. And you know, that's, you know, he prefers Togrim over hot girls. Now we know.
Black Prince. Patra worships me.
Kinda stuck here now. Who knows, maybe Shield Wizard is really a girl.
Yes. King. Perish. There's Udinial.
There's a real grinder here. Two Blackguards, no wonder.
King.
Okay, let's see what Shield Wizard has for us. Dwarf trailer.
The realm of souls fills with my foes.
Something stirs in the World's Edge Mountains.
Getting shivers down my spine.
Comes to the Dwarven realms. Centuries I have been High King. Our enemies have thought us weak. Cowards, hiding in the deepest, darkest places. Fools. Every wrong is recorded. Every slight against us. Page after page, etched in blood. Clan Gunnison, Carrick Eight Peaks, Joseph Bookman. The Urks must pay. Let them come. One wrong put right. But the great book of grudges remains full.
Full. Never empty. Now that's a trailer. That's a trailer, man. Where do I buy this game? Where do I buy this game? And where is the DLC for Guns on the Walls? I must purchase this.
The Druki don't play nicely.
Nothing in the Nagarond.
Submit to your king.
What is this foolishness?
Oh, because the spiders, you know, they're associated with evil. They're evil creatures.
My will be done. Petra watches. Doom breeds of them. Attend your king, slaves. I care not. Send the chariots. Nehekara will be mine.
Yeah, you're right, Chidu. That's some definitely some serious voice there.
Tomb Prince! I am reborn. The crowd worships me. They vex me. The dead do not rest.
Cheat Wizard, wait till CM30. I'm gonna put it before the Vampire counts today.
My will be done.
Not yet there, boys. Not yet there. Didn't have time to create a command. I'm talking about M30. M30, the final milestone campaign. Well, it's gonna be dwarves. It's going to be dwarves. The dwarves. But wait till you see the rules.
The crowd worships me.
I don't think anybody's complaining about playing dwarves anytime soon.
Eternally loyal. Curse them all.
Range only, that'll be too easy. You can definitely play dwarves range only. Flame cannons are great. Best explosive damage on the dwarves.
They vex me. Tomb King.
Didn't I always do a range only dwarf campaign? The first army had to be all range. I had to even disband the non-range units. That was requested by Duck, I think. The army looked like this. That was back in Warhammer 1, I think. Dwarf, fire. Is it dwarf fire? What the hell is that command? Dwarf. Somebody find that command, guys. If you wanted to see what army we used. Dwarf firepower 1. Is it dwarf firepower 1? Dwarf firepower 1. God damn it, what the hell is the command? There you go. There you go.
Tomb King.
If you click commands, you can go through all the commands on Nightboard. Techless, yeah. It might be soon. I'm almost surprised nobody's requesting anything with the Mountain quests. I guess they're all saving it for the Three Kingdoms.
Curse them all. Obey me.
mean, Nerfy had an excellent request. Didn't you, Nerfy? I think you got it from the PC donation goal, right? You requested the Malekith at that time, right? And we had to destroy all the wood elves. That was a good request.
Yes.
Was that you, Nerfy? If I remember it right. He just forgot to request shades, though.
Curse them all. My way. Unliving king. This is well. Undying prince. Next in line. Undying prince. Traversing!
My favorite command is Garage. Exclamation mark Garage. That's a good one.
Victory, yes! Take it for me.
For a second there I thought the game would crash, because we lost the campaign character once. They actually started raising dead.
Find my harem. I reign, Tomb Prince of the Hekara.
That's all raised dead.
They will fear us.
He is able.
I refuse.
Must they raise dead all these at once?
Bow before your king. Cetra hates. It is mine now.
Nothing special here.
Oh my god.
Be done.
Have you seen that shit? Holy shit. What the hell?
Hey Kellen, thank you for the sub. Welcome back. Possible to lead the last defender as Warriors of Chaos on Legend Deep could turn before 50.
Have you seen that shit?
Ooh, that would be really unlikely. Too much RNG if you're gonna survive down there. Since you need to do battles to get experience. You might get lucky creating a warpath down south. I don't think they have any restrictions regarding recruiter of Legend of Lords. And thank you to me for the Twitch Prime as well.
Find my harem. Nehekara will be mine.
Wizard gets poison attacks.
I am destined.
Definitely looks like they might attack. Let them come. This doesn't have the reinforced range.
Your advice. Tomb King of Nehekara.
Should have sent Bill Guy there as well.
He does not
Would have been a
impress
little
me.
less damage.
Attend your king, slaves. Nehekara rises from the sands. Tomb King of Nehekara.
There are 219 settlements, 80 provinces. Karakadrin, the Scourge of Aquitaine, Vemperkant, Wintertooth, Ruins, Vassal, Exiles of Neck, Nagarond, Wintertooth. This area here is Blessed Red, Vampire Coast, Plum Pestilence.
Submit to your king. Challenge me. Nehekara will be mine.
I don't think I ever went down there with Crooked Moon or Tamir. We had to defend against them and later expand into them, but not in that way. Thing is, if you don't have the battle skills or the Lord or required ranks and gear, it makes it extremely hard to travel such distances in short time. It's easy to go to travel if your army can do it, anything. But if your army can't do anything, you're gonna get focused and destroyed. Nobody's gonna let you trespass. That's the problem.
Your Majesty.
50 turns, you have to consider traveling around the settlements, not getting experience, eventually 2 armies will attack you. And the chaos without the high tier stuff, skills, it's pretty much easy to destroy as anybody else. If not even easier. Remember, the swordsman can do damage on chaos warriors if you don't have the right stuff. It's a legendary after all. Ten to 5, totally doable. Totally doable. It still would be difficult depending on RNG. But that's more doable. Spirit Leech for you. Spirit Leech for your friend. And their friends too. And their, I don't know who that is. Let's not forget that one. Who's here? Oh, you too. Anybody else? Anybody? Oh, don't hide there. Spirit Leech for everybody. I'm generous today. Enter the closed doors.
My orders. Animus.
Seven kills, 7 kills, 7 kills, 7 kills. Doesn't matter what, they always get 7 kills.
Worships me.
And I thought the scariest thing that come through that door was a horde of elephants. How wrong was I?
Curse them all! To king!
Love how we're gonna leave this battle with more health than we entered. A lot of Crimson Red today.
The realm of souls feels
This is where the chaos will
You
attack.
will never be safe.
Let's make sure they feel welcome when they come.
submit to your king. The Lich priests have me weary.
We're definitely getting attacked here by the chaos.
As your highness. Cease. Legions march. Land of the dead.
You mean World of the Dead?
My own counsel.
Only the player can pretty much destroy the chaos. Otherwise they keep coming. The AI cannot work coordinate properly against chaos.
For the wisdom of the
It's really rare for the AI to destroy chaos.
Now we go. Advance! Arise, my warriors.
The early version of Colleague was too weak to projectiles. That's why they have to make him tougher. And I'm not talking about, you know, the campaign. They later realized the campaign as well. As the, you know, the balance happened because of AI and multiplayer. Not because of Single player.
Attend your king, slaves.
Looks like a good timing here. End it for today with Khemri. We definitely have to get this army. There's no way to do anything here though. It's their pretty much their real army, the only one they have.
You dare approach the imperishable.
Doesn't want to become a vassal, huh? Doesn't have very good self-preservation. Might just go attack this area here. There's a lot of Whack-A-Mole in here.
Marvel at my pyramid. Know that you will never achieve such majesty.
Rock says, what is pyramid? Oh, we don't have to fight him right now. We're getting good trade from him, and he's pretty much inside our empire. He's an enclave of Khemri. In Khemri, inside Khemri. Might make him a puppet. Can lose leadership on infantry. Yeah. Don't have much left here really. This area here, small area here, and the vampires here. It's gonna take longer to destroy chaos than the rest of it, because we can't really focus on chaos right now. Because they're going north and we have to go through the enemies. Does it take everything? We'll be fighting the chaos as well. Then this the area here as well. If Karakadin doesn't become a vassal, we'll assemble all the armies and park outside and see if they become a vassal then. Then don't want to become vassal then we're gonna attack our city with everything. We'll keep Aegis of Nake a vassal. Vassal is pretty much your subject paying you tribute and fighting your wars. Just have to create a few commands, and I'll be back in about 20 to 30 minutes with vampire counts, 2 second vampire counts with part 3. Okay guys then.